Good morning. We're going to continue on in our quest to go through the solar system. Yesterday, we began our study of the solar system, talking about, in general, the sun and the planets and the earth. Very, very general. Do you remember what we called the path that the earth takes? We call it an orbit. And the orbit of the earth is that it revolves around the sun. And the sun, if you remember correctly, was what? It was not a planet. It was a star. It was a star. A star is a huge ball of very hot, glowing gases. A planet, on the other hand, is a large, round object that revolves around a star. And then we talked about a solar system. Do you remember what was the definition of a solar system? Exactly. A solar system was a star and all of the planets and the other objects that revolve around that. The path that a planet takes, we call that the orbit, but we say it revolves around the sun. So it's a revolution. And how long does it take each planet to go around the sun? Well, it takes them 1 year, depending on whatever their year is. So a year for Jupiter is different than the length of a year for the Earth. How long is the Earth's year? Yes, 365 days. That's what it is. And how do planets spin? Remember, planets spin as they're revolving. Maybe I do it better with this one. They spin as they are revolving around the sun. They are also spinning or rotating. Yes, they rotate on an axis. That's how they rotate, on an axis. And an axis is an imaginary line that passes through the center of the planet. How long does it take a planet to spin or to rotate? 1 day, whatever a day equals for that planet. It's different for every planet. Earth takes about how long? Sure, an Earth day is just about 24 hours. We are going to go ahead and add to our interactive notebook, but what we're going to do is we're going to fill in this page in our interactive notebook. You can print it out or you can write this information into your interactive notebook when we are finished. Just pause the video and add those notes to your interactive notebook. So the first question, planets rotate on a blank, which is an imaginary line through the center of the planet. Do you remember what that was called? Yes, an axis. Very good. Axis. We spell that ax is. Ax is. And Earth, what does Earth do around the sun? It revolves. Exactly. It revolves around the sun. Revolves. Revolves around the sun. How long does it take a planet to revolve around the sun? Any planet. Exactly. 1 year. It takes a planet 1 year to revolve around the sun. 1 year. A star is a huge ball of very hot, glowing gases. Oh, this, what we are talking about, is a star. It is a huge ball of very hot, glowing gases. What do we call that in our solar system? Yes, the sun. We call that the sun. I'm sorry, I misunderstood that question. Probably should have pre-read these, huh? A planet revolves around the sun, and the path that that planet takes is called what? What do we call that? An orbit. Yes, orbit. Or bit, basic code there in the second syllable. Orbit. A large, round object that revolves around a star. What do we call that? Earth is one of them. Exactly, a planet. We call that a planet. Plan et. Plan et. It is all basic code. A star and all the planets and the other objects that revolve around that star. What do we call that? You got it. It is called a solar system. So was a vowel in an open syllable. Lar. system, solar system. And how long does it take a planet to rotate one time? Remember, rotate is spin, not revolve. Rotate. How long? 1 day. You got it. 1 day. Okay, now we're going to put in some numbers. It takes Earth how many hours to rotate one time? How long is 1 day? You got it. 24 hours. And it takes Earth how many days to revolve around the sun, which is 1 year? How long is an Earth's year? 365 days is correct. 365 days. Now, when you are finished, go ahead and color this at the bottom, this solar system at the bottom, and then glue it into your interactive notebook. If you are just adding the notes this way, if you're just going to copy them and add them like this, then draw a picture of the solar system in your notebook underneath these notes. All right, you can pause the video if you need to pause it to take the notes, and you probably will if you're writing them down in your book. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more fun and exciting stuff about the solar system. And I believe that we are turning this in for a grade, but I'll put it in Bright Thinker. I didn't write it down right now, so I don't want to. Yes. So you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.